Okay, C3, question 10, June 2015. In this question, the functions, right, inverse and composite, are in the same question. All right, so for part 1, it says find an expression for f minus 1 of x. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to set it up as y equals, and then rearrange it to give me x equals. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to move the plus 3 and the 2. So y minus 3 over 2 is ln of 4x plus 5. I'm going to rearrange that now, taking it out of logs and into powers. So 4x plus 5 is equal to e to the power y minus 3 over 2. Now rearrange this to get x equals, so move the plus 5 and then divide 4. So x is e to the power y minus 3 over 2 minus 5 over 4. And then because it's got to be a function of x, f minus 1 of x then is e to the x minus 3 over 2 minus 5 over 4. Okay, so that's part I done. For the domain and range, let's go to our eggs diagram. So for function f, right, there's my f domain and there's my f range. Okay, so it tells me that the domain of f is 7, 60. Let's remember these go in order, and because it's got a square brackets inclusive. So what I need to do then is let's see what happens to 7 when you put it into the f function. Right, and that comes out, so type it into my calculator as 9.993. And if I put 60 in, that comes out as 14.0025. It says, give the domain of f minus 1 correct to the nearest integer. So this bracket, remember this egg rather, is the f range, but also the f minus 1, the inverse domain, right? So that's why it's it would be 10 and 14, right, to the nearest integer. Okay, the last part of the question then says find an expression for g f of x and simplify your answer. Okay, so g f of x then we're going to go with doing g of our f function, so that's 2 log f of x plus 5 plus 3. Well, what does g do as a function? Well, it just does that as a power. So it's e to the power of 2 ln 4x plus 5 plus 3. So if I carefully split this up, look, I can take the 2 back up as a power. So it's e to the power of ln 4x plus 5 squared plus 3. Let's split that up into 2 components. E to the ln 4x x plus 5 squared times e to the power of 3. Right, I managed to get my e and my log together as inverse functions. So that's 4x plus 5 squared. And then, of course, e to the power of 3 is just a constant. Okay, so that's my